all right. It's sneak preview time, and we've got a game for the Larry the Cable Guy in all of us. FlatOut. Finally, you'll be able to release your inner Halle Berry or Paula Abdul by ramming into other cars and just driving away. Yes, we all know there are gazillions of racing games released each month, and FlatOut appears to be treading on that familiar ground. It's got career and time trial modes, and, in a surprise to nobody, the more cash you get, the better you'll be able to upgrade your cars. Sources tell us there will be at least 16 unlicensed cars for you to roam through over 30 courses of sweet rural countryness. If it were just a simple racing game, we may not bring it to your attention, or we might, depending on how slow a week it is here at the xplay offices. But since the game takes place in the South, that means two very important things: French fried potatoes and the demolition derby. It's just so freaking cathartic. Hit 'em! Hit 'em! Crush 'em! Crush your enemies! See them driven before you!
Yeah, and to hear the lamentations of the women. Get your own catchphrases, Morgan Webb.
A nice thing about FlatOut is you don't have to necessarily win the races in order to get some dough. The more crap you hit in FlatOut, the more money you'll get. Tires, billboards, and yellow trailers be damned! They're all worth some points. Now, if this was only races and demolition derbies, we could stop right here. But we've got mini-games. Yes, all sorts of mini-games where you look to compete in such Olympian events as the high jump. Carl Lewis ain't got nothing on this game. And the long jump. Carl Lewis ain't got nothing on this game. I just love me some ragdoll physics action. I love it so much that we should kick things up with a montage. The spies on the street tell us FlatOut will have multiplayer action and online play, but only with the Xbox. Sorry, N-Gage fans, you lose. Again. FlatOut is rumored to be crashing and smashing its way into stores in June of 2005. We'll be waiting.
One of my favorite hobbies since my childhood in Hope, Arkansas, has been smashing things with sticks until they break.
Yeah, breaking stuff is really fun. Just look at the rich tradition the people of Detroit have created by setting their city on fire anytime one of their athletic teams has any sort of success.
Yeah, but no activity can compete with the sheer mindless destruction of good old demolition derbies. Yet another form of trailer trash spectacle has been brought to the PS2. Here's a review of FlatOut.
In the future, cars will be endowed with enough AI to realize when they're being driven badly. This, of course, will give rise to an entirely new form of rodeo where cars and trucks buck their drivers. People will love it. Reality shows prove it. Joy from others' sorrow is in. We love the cars that go boom. FlatOut for the PS2 photographs visceral value from titles like the Burnout series. A variety of race and event types are included, but they seem to edge towards a demographic that buys cold medicine in bulk. Dirt tracks, demo derby, and clownishly constructed hot rods oddly bloat their way towards the down-home extremes of country excess. Destructible cars and environments? Hell yeah! So destructible that it felt like the game was actually breaking into pieces with every collision. Heavy machinery is littered throughout certain tracks and all of it reacts to impact. Which brings us to the realization that there may be too much crap laying around. 2x4s, tires, cans, and broken pieces of scenery make it nearly impossible not to hit something that can turn you like a shaker full of diet whiskey and Mr. Pibb. The real novelty is the dischargeable driver. When a wreck squeezes your car like a crawdad's tail, he pops, espousing either the laziest audio haulers you'll ever hear or FlatOut campy bliss. Shall we dance? The game's best opportunity to cause your drink to exit your nostrils is the great Olympian Stadium draw of the future, the human toss. In this endeavor, one must train, hone acuity, and instinct. One must be wary to avoid the score and do-re-mi killing condition known as premature ejaculation. It's just too damn fun to pull the trigger on old Vlad here. High jump, long jump, bowling, and of course, darts. As your flawed and flailing friend seems to jazz dance his way to another temporary doom, you might start wishing for something a little more than spectating. Demolition Derby was the most satisfying in terms of immediate gratification. The car responds well, even if the objective seemed unclear. Who cares? You're junk thumping. We would have liked to have seen a bigger variety of racing events. Rips burnout off, but doesn't make you feel that you're completely balls out. With the peeling gasoline screams of a butt-ended Corvair, we give it a 3. Out of 5.
Oh, kids, please remember that FlatOut is just a game. You should not actually participate in intentional automobile accidents.
Unless you're part of an investigative journalism team who really need to find an excuse to blow something up.
Or if you're directing a Canadian film about fetishists who can only achieve satisfaction when cars collide.
But in all other cases, just say no to vehicular battery.